Hello everyone, my name is Brian, and I'm a sea otter. I live near the coast of Taiwan, and I love swimming in the ocean and eating fresh seafood. I'm really excited to be here today because we have a very special guest with us.
Hi there. My name is Fern, and I'm a Taiwanese purple butterfly, also known as Sasakia formicana. I live in the forests and mountains of Taiwan. It's wonderful to be here with Brian today.
Welcome to the Otter's English Salon.
Thank you so much for having me, Brian. And to all our listeners out there, if you find our channel helpful, please subscribe, give us a like, and turn on the notification bell. Your support is the driving force behind our content creation. Thank you so much.
So Fern, I have to say, you have such beautiful wings. They're so purple and shiny. Can you tell us more about yourself?
Oh, thank you, Brian. Yes, my wings are quite special. They have this deep purple color with some orange and white patterns. The purple color is actually more visible when the light hits my wings at certain angles. It's like nature's own special effect.
That sounds amazing. I'm curious, where exactly do you live in Taiwan? Do you live near the ocean like me?
No, actually, I prefer the mountains and forests. I usually live in areas between 500 to 2,500 meters above sea level. Places like the Central Mountain Ranges are perfect for me. I need forests with lots of trees because that's where I find my food and lay my eggs.
Interesting. So what do you eat? I love crabs and shellfish, but I imagine butterflies eat something very different, right?
You're absolutely right. As an adult butterfly, I mainly drink. I don't really eat solid food. I love tree sap, especially from oak trees. Sometimes I also enjoy rotting fruit juices. I know it sounds strange, but fermented fruit is actually very nutritious for us.
Wow, that is different from my diet. What about when you were younger? Did you eat the same things?
Oh no, completely different. When I was a caterpillar, I ate leaves. Specifically, I ate leaves from hackberry trees. That's the only plant my species eats during the caterpillar stage. We call it our host plant. Without hackberry trees, we cannot survive.
So the hackberry tree is very important for your species. That makes sense. Can you tell me about your life cycle? How long does it take for you to grow from an egg to a beautiful butterfly?
Sure, it's quite a journey. First, my mother laid eggs on hackberry tree leaves. After about 10 days, I hatched as a tiny caterpillar. Then I spent about a month eating leaves and growing bigger. I molted several times, which means I shed my skin as I grew.
That sounds uncomfortable. What happened next?
After that, I entered the pupa stage. I formed a chrysalis and stayed inside for about 2 weeks. During this time, my body completely transformed. It's like magic. When I finally emerged, I was a butterfly with wings. The whole process took about 2 months.
2 months? That's fascinating. So how long do you live as a butterfly?
As an adult butterfly, I can live for several weeks to a few months, depending on the season and conditions. We usually have 2 generations per year in Taiwan, one in spring and one in summer.
I see. Now, I heard that you're facing some challenges in Taiwan. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, unfortunately, we are facing several serious problems. The biggest challenge is habitat loss. Many forests are being cut down for development, agriculture, or building roads. When forests disappear, we lose our hackberry trees, and without them, we cannot reproduce.
That sounds really serious. Are there other problems too?
Yes, climate change is also affecting us. The weather patterns are becoming unpredictable. Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes there's too much rain or not enough rain. These changes affect the hackberry trees and also our life cycle timing.
How does the weather affect your life cycle?
Well, we need specific temperature ranges for our eggs to hatch properly and for caterpillars to grow. If it's too hot or too cold, it can harm our development. Also, extreme weather like typhoons can destroy our habitat and kill many butterflies at once.
That's terrible. What about pollution? Does that affect you?
Absolutely. Pesticides are a huge problem. Farmers sometimes spray chemicals on crops to kill pests, but these chemicals can also kill us. Even if the pesticides aren't sprayed directly on our trees, they can drift through the air or wash into the soil and water.
I understand. As a sea otter, I also worry about ocean pollution. It seems like pollution affects all of us. Are there other threats you face?
Yes, another problem is illegal collecting. Some people catch butterflies to collect them or sell them. Even though we're protected by law in Taiwan, some people still do this. It's reducing our population numbers.
That's so sad. You're such beautiful creatures. You should be flying free in nature. What about natural predators? Do you have animals that hunt you?
Of course. That's part of nature, and I accept that. Birds, spiders, and some insects eat us. When I was a caterpillar, I was especially vulnerable. But natural predation is balanced. The real problem is human activities that are not balanced with nature.
You make a good point. So what can people do to help you and your species?
There are many things people can do. First, they can protect forests and plant more hackberry trees. Even in cities, people can create butterfly gardens with native plants. This helps provide habitat for us.
That's a great idea. What else?
People should avoid using pesticides in their gardens. There are natural ways to control pests that don't harm butterflies. Also, supporting conservation organizations and national parks helps protect our habitats.
Education is important too, right? That's why we're doing this podcast.
Exactly. When people learn about us and understand our importance in the ecosystem, they're more likely to care and take action. We butterflies are pollinators, which means we help plants reproduce. We're also indicators of environmental health.
What do you mean by indicators of environmental health?
It means that when butterfly populations are healthy and diverse, it usually means the environment is healthy too. But when butterfly numbers drop, it's often a warning sign that something is wrong with the ecosystem.
So protecting butterflies is really about protecting the whole environment. That makes sense. Fern, do you have hope for the future?
I do have hope, but we need action now. Taiwan has some good conservation programs, and more people are becoming aware of environmental issues. There are butterfly conservation areas, and researchers studying us to understand how to help better.
That's encouraging. What specific conservation efforts are happening in Taiwan?
Some areas have been designated as protected butterfly habitats. There are also breeding programs where scientists raise butterflies and release them into the wild to increase population numbers. Additionally, some communities are creating butterfly corridors, connected areas of habitat that allow us to move safely between different locations.
Butterfly corridors. That's such a creative solution. It sounds like people are really thinking about how to help.
Yes, and there's also citizen science projects where regular people can help by reporting butterfly sightings. This data helps researchers track our populations and understand our needs better.
I love that everyone can participate. Before we finish, can you share one more thing about yourself that might surprise our listeners?
Sure. Many people don't know that male and female Taiwanese purple butterflies look different. Males have that beautiful purple sheen I mentioned earlier, but females are actually larger and have more brown and white coloring. Also, we're one of the largest butterfly species in Taiwan.
Wow, I didn't know that. You really are special. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today, Fern. I learned so much.
Thank you for having me, Brian. It's been wonderful talking with you. I hope our listeners understand how important it is to protect nature and all the creatures living in it.
Absolutely. And remember, everyone, whether you're a butterfly, an otter, or a human, we all share this beautiful planet. Let's take care of it together.
Well said, Brian. Thank you everyone for listening.
See you next time on the Otter's English Salon.